Hi, and welcome to Georgia Romance Writers Moonlight and Magnolias Virtual Writing Conference. This is 2021. My name is Nikki Salcedo. I'm here with my friend Tanya Agler, who's going to tell me a little bit about her writing career, another past president of Georgia Romance Writers. So there's a strong precedent here that you've seen. We've talked to already two other past presidents. And if we include me, three. So we still love this organization and we're still writing and encouraging each other. Tanya, welcome.
Thank you so much. And thank you, GRW.
I'd love to know about how you got into writing.
Well, I was one of those, I'd always had a story in my head, but I was a little like George McFly, where I never really had the courage or what is like my story, if you remember Back to the Future. So I never did anything about it, but like I went to the University of Georgia and my required to take PE. Mine was walking, and I would always be thinking about a story, the scenes, the setup. I didn't this Jennifer and Joshua, and but I never did anything about it. And so I had two children. And then I realized I really wanted to get writing and that I wanted to do something with the stories that had always been in my head. And so I started going, when my kids were in school, I would go to the library and I would write. And about after a month, I worked up the courage to tell my husband, I'm writing a book. And
he have to whisper it in that quiet voice, or could you say, I'm writing a book?
No, I was like, I was like, I'm writing a book. He's like, yeah, you're a writer. I've known that. Now you finally know that. You finally realize that. But, and then we found out we were going to have a baby. I'm like, well, I can type with one hand and hold a baby. And then we found out I was having twins. And, so after the twins were born, and when they were about to get into preschool, I heard about NaNoWriMo and finally met some people who talked about genre fiction and talked about Georgia Romance Writers. And so in January of 2013, and like, this time I'm writing, and this time I'm taking it seriously. This time I'm going to talk to people, and this time I will show them my work. And when I came to GRW in January of 2013, for the first time, I heard about something called the Jen Ellis Critique Workshop. And that is when they pair an unpublished author with a published author. And I had the great fortune of being with Tanya Michaels. And
she was my Jen Ellis critique mentor.
Oh my God. Great. That, I mean, GRW and great things going. So Tanya gave me my first critique, and it was a lot of tough love, but with some LOLs. And that was when I knew that I was going to stick with it, but that if I was going to stick with it, I needed to learn about the craft of writing. And which I'm still, I mean, everybody is still learning. That never stops. But that there was a business side to it, and that I needed to know the industry, because at one point Tanya asked me, are you single title or series? And I'm like, well, this is the only book it's a standalone. Well, only I didn't think in terms of standalone. I'm like, well, this is the only one single title, when I should have absolutely said series. Now I know that. But that really taught me a lot, and GRW helped me. And so I wrote for a number of years, and agent, I signed with an agent, and she stuck by me. And then in 2019, I got a call that Harlequin wanted to buy my first manuscript, and that became Sheriff's Second Chance. And actually that book placed second in the Maggie contest, as sponsored by GRW. And so it's been sort of a long and winding road, but I am very thankful to GRW and and the members, because Tanya ended up not being the only published person who gave me Jen Ellis critique workshops. So it's Susan Carla, Christiane Hunter, and Sally Kilpatrick also, and one other person also, and I'm blanking out right now and I know Nikki has helped with critiques along the way, and so it's been a group effort to get me where I am today, but I am very thankful for GRW.
I am absolutely thankful for GRW. Georgia Romance Writers is a special group. We do encourage each other in March with the Jen Ellis Critique Workshop. We call it the March Workshop, and it has helped many of us polish our first or second or third or fifth book and get it ready. And I'm happy that you stuck with it in 2019. You got good news. You started putting your stories out for more people to read them. I'd love to hear about your latest book.
My latest is called The Single Dad's Holiday Match, and it is technically Smoky Mountain First Responders #1, although it is part of the continuing Hollydale series, which so there was the Sheriff's Second Chance, A Ranger for the Twins. Golly, twins, I don't know why I ever considered having a character. And then The Soldier's Unexpected Family. So this is the story of Jonathan and Brooke, and it's 'tis the season. Obviously it's fall because the pumpkin patch and Halloween and Thanksgiving, but 'tis the season for unexpected love. So can a widower dad who wants to get a promotion solve a crime that takes him to the community center, where the new community center director is afraid that that this investigation might end up costing her job, and a promise to her son that they will make Hollydale their home until he graduates high school.
Oh, that sounds fabulous. Beautiful cover.
It is. I know you can't see it, but there are little lights on it too, and pumpkins. So it's so fall infested. I love this cover.
Incredible. Well, we're excited to read The Single Dad's Holiday Match. This is with Harlequin Heartwarming. So, and I'm here talking with Tanya Agler. And what else do you have coming up next year?
So in April of 2022, Smoky Mountain First Responders Book 2 will come out. And if you read The Single Dad's Holiday Match, two of the characters that you'll get to know are Betty and Joe Ruddick. They are a lovely, lovely couple in their 70s who are spry and on the ball. And they both work at the community center. And in the first chapter, Betty asks the heroine if she would like to be set up with her grandson, Mason. And so Mason is a paramedic who has a next door neighbor who might or might not be involved with his forever family. And that book is called The Paramedic's Forever Family. So that will be coming in April of 2022.
Excellent. Well, we will patiently await April, but we do have some books from your backlist that we can find online and in retailers, right?
Online on all major book website, Harlequin's website, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all Kobo, Apple.
Yeah, all the major retailers. And this is my friend Tanya Agler. We're here at Moonlight and Magnolias, and so if you're watching us virtually, find this great book. We hope you'll enjoy it as much, and you'll join us next year in person. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Nikki.
This has been fun. We're having a lot of fun here. Bye, everyone.
Bye.